Well, hello. Welcome to the pop culture recap of the week, where I go over some moments you might have missed. And we are barely 2 weeks into the new year, and we are already off to a terrible start. Just awful vibes all around. But we can start off with something positive. We had the Golden Globes and a few stories surrounding that. First off, Nikki Glaser did such a great job hosting that it's already been reported that she's going to host next year. The winners of the Timothy Chalamet and Glenn Powell lookalike contest were invited to the show and made little cameos on the red carpet, so that was cute. Some of the notable wins of the night came from Emilia Perez, The Brutalist, and Shogun. Also, Demi Moore had a beautiful acceptance speech after winning her first major award ever in her career for The Substance, which sounds insane to me. And speaking of Demi, a clip circulated online of Kylie Jenner telling Demi congratulations, but people were saying that Demi snubbed her, which then led to people saying that Demi was being so rude for this, and then other people saying, who cares, the Kardashians suck, Demi probably hates Kylie and that's why she didn't respond. But I think both of these responses are wrong because in the video, to me, it looked like Demi did briefly turn to acknowledge Kylie and say thank you. But then Kylie said something else. I think she told Demi that she looked beautiful, but then at that point, Demi had turned back around to finish her conversation. It really wasn't that deep to me, but it's the internet, and of course, everything is going to be way more dramatic than it is. And Demi's daughter, Tallulah, put out a statement telling everyone to chill out because her mom was not snubbing Kylie on purpose. At most, I feel like this situation was just one of those awkward human moments that we all have. Like, you know, when you're in a group setting and you tell a joke, but then no one acknowledges it. Like, it felt kind of like that in the clip to me. Just a really awkward human interaction that I'm sure Kylie stayed awake at night thinking about. And the other big story of the night was, of course, the Zendaya and Tom Holland engagement announcement. Zendaya showed up on the red carpet looking gorgeous as always, wearing a big 5-carat oval east-west setting ring. It was so funny seeing the internet react in real time to this, trying to figure out if this really was an engagement ring or just some Bulgari jewelry since she is an ambassador for them. But the next day, we got a bunch of confirmation from multiple outlets that they are engaged. So congratulations to the couple. I am unfortunately very parasocial about them, and I will be waited with bated breath for the Zendaya bridal era. And I feel like this wedding just may be Law Roach's magnum opus. I know he probably had to turn off his phone when this news hit because every major fashion house was blowing him up. They are foaming at the mouth as we speak at the chance to make Zendaya a custom bridal look. Some other award news, we got the SAG Award nominees with some inclusions and snubs that caught people off guard. The general consensus for this award season is that it's probably going to be more unexpected and random than everyone initially thought. And then award shows like the Critics' Choice Awards and the Oscar voting had to push back events due to the California wildfires that unfortunately happened this week. And speaking of the wildfires, there were lots of reports of celebrities who lost their homes, which then prompted discourse online about celebrities versus the working class. You had some people saying, you know, who cares about the rich? They can afford to rebuild. Whereas other people were pointing out that empathy doesn't have to be conditional. And while yes, rich people can afford to rebuild faster than the average person, it is still very sad that people lost everything, including irreplaceable sentimental items. Some people have also been annoyed at celebrities asking for donations to help rebuild loved ones' homes. Mandy Moore clapped back at critics following some backlash that she got. And people were also annoyed at Miss Buttoned-Up Trenchcoat Lily Rose Depp for asking for donations for her friends. Like, I understand that not every celebrity is rolling in dough the way people may think, but given people's disdain of celebrities and rich people right now, I don't really think it's the time to be asking for handouts from us regular poors. Like, if you want to crowdsource, I think that's great, but I feel like you should probably text all of your rich friends first, you know, in the group chat and ask them to open up their purse. But on a positive note, some celebrities have been donating to relief organizations like Halle Berry and Sharon Stone. They posted about donating their clothing to an emergency pop-up boutique, and then other celebrities were in the comments saying that they were going to do so as well, so that's great. Moving on to some sports-related news, a former Fox Sports hairstylist filed a lawsuit alleging that host Skip Bayless made repeated unwanted advances toward her, including offering her $1.5 million to engage in an adult act with him, is how I'm going to say it. Fox Sports Vice President Charlie Dixon is also accused of groping the plaintiff inappropriately, and then on top of that, there's allegations of a hostile working environment. The plaintiff is seeking damages from Bayless, Fox Sports, and their parent companies. This should really be the main topic that everyone is focused on, but in the 42-page lawsuit, there were other details that were more salacious that grabbed headlines, mostly centered around host Joy Taylor, like the accusation that she had an intimate relationship with co-host Emmanuel Acho, as well as a relationship with the vice president Charlie Dixon. In the lawsuit, it alleges, essentially, that the plaintiff told Joy to be careful of these affairs because it could all blow up in her face, and Joy responded saying that if it did, she would simply report Dixon's misconduct to Fox Sports and claim that he forced himself onto her. Again, this is all alleged. And as of recording, no representatives for any of the parties involved have commented on the lawsuit publicly. Megan Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year restraining order against that hideous, violent little beast, Tory Lanez, saying that she fears for her safety upon his release. Obama and Trump were seen kikiing with each other at Jimmy Carter's funeral, and then Trump became the first president to be a sentenced felon for his hush money case, but he was sentenced to unconditional discharge. So basically, he has no punishment, avoiding jail time and fines. Angel Reese and Gabby Thomas were the cover girls for Vogue's winter issue. Olivia Rodrigo, Tyler the Creator, Luke Combs, and Hozier are headlining the 2025 Bonnaroo Festival, and this looks like a better lineup than Coachella's. Timothée Chalamet will be the host and performer for an upcoming SNL episode. It seems like Timmy Tim is about to unretire that XXL pink shirt. David Dobrik was back in the news after revealing his new muscular physique, but I genuinely can't tell if this is real or like some sort of AI bit for his channel that he's trying to do, because his face looks copy and pasted onto his body now, and it just looks so odd. Allison Holker got a lot of backlash this week after having an exclusive interview with People magazine to promote her new memoir, where she opens up about her late husband, Stephen Twitch Boss's passing. A lot of people felt like the details she shared were inappropriate and exploitative, including Stephen's own family. Some of them even took to social media to call Allison out, claiming that she made them sign NDAs to even attend Stephen's funeral and has refused to allow his family to see their kids. Allison responded to the backlash, saying that her intentions were to share her story as well as part of her life with Stephen to help other people. So make of that what you will. The streets are saying that Taylor Swift was caught lurking on a Joe Alwyn fan account. Now, I'm not saying this, I'm just telling you what I've seen. So the fan account posted video proof showing that Taylor, or whoever is running her account, viewed their story. I want to believe that Taylor is smart enough to have a burner and not be caught slipping like this, allegedly, but you know, when the wine starts flowing and you're in your feelings that night, anything can happen. You know, some people in my comments tried to jump me when I said that I felt like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce could break up this year, and that I didn't think that they were in game the way some other people were saying. So it's just real interesting seeing this story. Who knows if it's true, but if it is, We have a lot of couple news. DeuxMoi claims that Robert Pattinson and Suki Waterhouse got married. The School of Rock kids, who are now all grown up, Caitlin Hale and Angelo Masogli, got married, and some of their castmates were at the wedding, so that's very cute. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez finalized their divorce, as well as Rachel Lindsay and Brian Absolo from The Bachelorette. Austin Butler and Kaya Gerber broke up after 3 years together. Naomi Osaka announced her breakup with her boyfriend Corday, and Jessica Alba and Cash Warren have split, and they are headed for a divorce after 16 years of marriage. And the last big news that I'm sure you haven't missed is the TikTok ban in America looming. Arguments for and against the ban went to the Supreme Court this week, and as of recording, they are still in deliberation. So if this ban goes through, the app will be shutting down in America on January 19th. So, you know, with everything going on in this country, it's nice that this is our government's priority. All right, that is all for this week. I will be back next week to give you the rundown of everything you missed. I feel like we have lived 2 months in just a matter of 2 weeks. This year is already shaping up to be, I don't even know, probably more chaotic than 2024. Like I can't believe that it's not even 2 weeks yet, and we have had all of this happen in the matter of 9-10 days.